Good morning, caregivers. Today is April 24th, and it's Wacky Wednesday. And to be truly wacky, I forgot to shut my office door. You're liable to hear not one dog, but two dogs bark because we are babysitting for the grandson who walks on four furry legs. Husband's liable to make some noise. You just can't tell what's going to happen, but I'm glad you've joined me today for Let's Talk Dementia, live on Facebook. I'd like to thank our sponsors, Vitamin Depot, located on Celanese Road in Rock Hill, South Carolina. You can reach them at 803-328-5800, no matter where you are in this country, and they can supply for you wonderful nutritional products to keep you healthy, and they're good, clean products. Reach them at 803-328-5800. HD Imports on Flint Street Extension. Their phone number is 803-985-0985, and they service Honda, Kia, Toyota, Hyundai, and Acura. I absolutely cannot say all those together without stumbling. It just doesn't happen. I need to try them in a different order, don't I? But they do wonderful repair and maintenance for your cars. And then Life in the Carolinas at www.lifeinthecarolinas.com. You can find them on YouTube. And this week I'm recommending the episode called Remembering No More that features my sweet mama. I guess I'm recommending that one this week because I'm missing my mama. We've been away from her, well, it'll be 18 days by the time we get back on Monday. Today is Wednesday. We'll be back on Monday, and I'll see her on Tuesday. And I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you're having a good week. I hope there's been something happen that's made you smile and giggle, and hoping you'll write and share it with me. And that's sort of what I was going to talk to you about today, was the start of today's show. This email came from a lady in New Zealand, and she says, thank you, down under in New Zealand. I thought that was kind of neat. I'm not going to share her name at this point because I don't have her permission, but I just want to read you her email. It said, my husband sat me down and made me listen to one of your podcasts this afternoon. That sounded painful, didn't it? I hope she didn't, it wasn't too bad for her. She said, my widowed mom, I like that, her mom, has moderate vascular dementia, as her enduring power of attorney for care and welfare. That's a little bit different wording than what we hear here in the United States, but she's still power of attorney. I made the very difficult decision to place her into residential care in January of this year. It's early days still, but she is settling really well. Until someone else in the family tells her I've locked her up and she was fine living at home on her own. I'm struggling to deal with losing my mom, but losing my brothers and sisters as well is a lot to deal with. Then she says, your podcast made me smile, and I haven't done that in a while, so thank you. And I appreciate your time and efforts to impart knowledge about this hideous disease. Well, I'm glad since he made her sit down and listen that she did smile and giggle some. She was listening to our podcast, and if you guys don't do that, you can find it on iTunes. My shirt look right? Yeah, I guess that's okay. You can find it on iTunes. You can subscribe there. You can find it on our website at letstalkdementia.org. Just click on podcast. I think there's 250 some podcasts there, and listeners in 71, count them, 71 countries. I bet you can't even name 71 countries. I sure know I can't. But then again, I can't get out of my car, go into the mall, get what I need, turn around, and come back and find my car. So you know how I fix that? I quit going to the mall. Amazon, just order it, have it delivered. I can find my way to the door and back. But anyway, I wanted to address this concept that we have to make everybody happy. Well, first of all, really good luck with that one. Jesus Christ led a perfect life, did he not? Did they not crucify him? Did we not just talk about that like a week ago? They crucified the only man who did everything perfectly, never made a mistake, but he made people mad. Oh, yes, he did. There were people arguing with him in the Bible. I remind you of David. David had some very stern conversations with the good Lord. Job got really ticked at the Lord, So has Carol, and so have you. But he could not make everybody happy. Why is it you think you're going to? I know. I didn't hear anybody give me an answer. So I'm guessing you don't have an answer to that because you are not going to make everybody happy. But what we have to realize in this journey called life is we are not called to make everybody happy. It's not why God put us on this earth. In fact, if you are making everybody happy, then you are not being your authentic self. You are not holding true to what you know is right and and trustworthy and honest, you know, all those fruits of the Spirit, you're not holding true to that, because you're giving in to what everybody around you is saying or doing just to make them happy. Stop doing that, because that's not what you're supposed to do. You are supposed to be salt and light, hands and feet. Salt and light, hands and feet. That's your job, hands and feet of the Lord. And in order to do that, if in his journey he made people mad, you can bet your sweet bippy you going to too. So what we need to concentrate on is doing those things that we know how to do and doing them well, and then letting the rest of it go. Oh boy, I can sit here and tell y'all all this. I sound so smart, and I'm so very bad at doing this. I have a constant challenge within my own family, keeping my sisters happy. I know if my little sister's watching this right now, she's going to say, amen, girlfriend, because you keep me ticked off a lot. And it's probably true. But that's the way life is. You have to learn that you do what you feel is the very best thing to do. And then you just trust for the rest of it. But you need to have that deep conviction that what you're doing is right. And then you go with it. Now, you're going to mess up along the way, and that's okay. That's when you stop and you ask forgiveness and you go on with your journey. But especially in the world of dementia, there are so many things that can change. There are so many variables. There are so many things that you wish you could control that you cannot control. There are so many confusing situations that in that process, you've really got to learn that you can't fix it all. You are going to listen to all my podcasts and watch all my videos and read all my books, and for which I thank you very much. And there's still going to be 5,000 things come up we've not talked about, because it is a constantly changing journey. So if you think in this constantly changing journey you got it all under control, you don't. You just don't. I read about dementia. I study about dementia. I do online classes. I drive myself bonkers reading things and trying to learn and grow so I can help you. And still, I'll get a question come across and I'll go, that's a little different than anything I've seen so far. So don't expect that you're going to do everything perfectly. And then if you are not that one making the decisions in the life of your loved one, as in this writer, has the power of attorney. If you're not that one that has to make those tough decisions, please be a little kinder to those that do. I get a lot of phone calls from family members that are upset because their brother or their sister did this or that. And I'll ask them, are you actively involved in mom or dad's care? Well, no, that's their job. No, it's not their job. They weren't born with that job. They may have been appointed power of attorney. They may have the tough part of the world of making the hard decisions. It's not their job. It's your job as a family to work together. My daughter's an only child. I think she's pretty glad she's an only child. She'll never have to argue with anybody about whether to put me in a cardboard box in the backyard. That's what she tells me. She said, Mama, you don't need to buy a long-term care insurance policy. You or Daddy, either one, because we're going to get you a cardboard box and put you in the backyard. But don't worry. We're going to get one of those great big industrial refrigerator-sized cardboard boxes. I'm just glad she lives in Florida. Otherwise, I could freeze to death if she lived up north. Isn't that true? That's my preaching for today. Yeah, it's Wacky Wednesday. I told you I ain't talk about what I want to. Let me tell you what we're going to do tomorrow. Now, tomorrow, we are going to fix, where's my recipe? Vegetarian Mexican casserole. Now, this is a recipe from my friend Susan, who passed away some years ago, and I would go into her home and do some in-home care with her. I would take her shopping. She spent money. It was fun. But anyway, she had me make this recipe several times. Let me tell you what's in it so you'll know if you want to come back tomorrow. You do. Believe me, it's good. It has corn. It has black beans and tomatoes with green chilies and sour cream. Honey, you put sour cream on anything, it's going to be good. Picante sauce, cheddar cheese and Monterey Jack cheese, and rice, olives, and green onions. And then you need to have some chips to go with it. That's going to be my hard part. So my husband, I told him, I said, I can't be having no chips. Girl wishes she could have chips. We got a free bag of them. So instead, I'm going to be, get this, I'm going to be using rounds of cucumber. Circles. How do you do that? There you go. Circles of cucumber. It's not going to be as good as the chips, but it's going to be better for me. I'm trying to watch my calories and all that boring junk. Yep. All right. Let me tell you our scripture for today. It goes right along with what we were talking about. It's a scripture for this week, Matthew 28:6. It says, He is not here. He has risen just as he said. Come and see the place where he lay. I want you to think about that this week. He is not here. He has risen. And why did he have to rise? Because he was crucified. And why was he crucified? Because he made some people mad. You're going to do that too. But you still have to stand firm. Stand firm, my friends. All right. Let's see, what else do I need to talk about today? I don't think I had any other things on my mind. Oh, besides the sneakers, still need your sneakers. We're going to need them for a long time. Go to letstalkdementia.org. Click on one of those pictures and you will see a drop down of where you can bring your sneakers and we can turn them in and get $1 for every pair that we send in, and we're using that money to support our caregivers retreat in October. I am broadcasting right now from Florida, and if you are some of my friends in the wonderful Bella Terra area, you just send me a note right down there in the comments for this show. I'll stop by your house and pick up your shoes. Yes, I will. Can do that till Monday. Well, I hope you have a good week. I want to thank our sponsors. I was about to forget to do that. Now, that would be bad. Let me tell you, they help pay the bills, and I appreciate that. HD Imports, you can find them at Flint Street Extension. Their phone number is 803-985-0985. Vitamin Depot on Selney's Road behind the Dunkin' Donuts. And their phone number is 803-328-5800. And Life in the Carolinas at lifeinthecarolinas.com and on YouTube. Well, I hope you have a good day. I hope you find something fun to do. Get outside and get some sunshine. I know in South Carolina, so I've been told, yesterday was a beautiful sunshiny day. I think your weather was about the same as what we had here in Florida. Get out, put on some sunscreen. Get your loved one with dementia, put on some sunscreen. Take them outside. You know, you need some exposure to the sun every day. It's good for you. And if you go outside without sunscreen for about 15 minutes, that's all you need in a day without sunscreen. That amount is actually good for you. Helps you absorb vitamin C and vitamin D. Good stuff, right? All right. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow for Tasty Thursday. Bye.